Hi, this is Cass. I don't have Lee here with me, but today I was deciding to make some cherry oat bars, and I just decided to film it halfway through making the cherry filling. So I don't have any footage of the cherry filling, but it's basically you just de-stem and pit cherries, boil them in sugar and some cornstarch, and then you can refrigerate them until you're ready to make the dry ingredients. So for the dry ingredients, let's get started. First things first, and I have a little sticky note with my ingredients. It's a cup and a quarter of flour. And I have these fancy little breakable jars, so if I drop them, it's a whole mess. I have not dropped one wet yet, but I'm scared I'm going to. I've also developed a paranoia that there's bugs in my flours, despite the fact that it's like a screw top and it's like airtight. So that's a fun little paranoia to have. Oh dear. Okay. I'm going to use the spoon to fill up the rest of this because this is a hard thing to pour. And I don't have that much left. Alright. So I have an uneven cup of flour. And then I'm going to get a fourth cup of flour, which we have right here. And then I'm going to get 2 cups of oats. Oh, and also for thicker bars, you want like a 9x9 pan. And it says to like oil it and then put wax paper on, or parchment paper. I only have wax paper, so that's what I did. And I hope it's fine. Because I think wax paper is the oven paper, and then parchment paper can possibly light on fire, but I'm pretty sure wax paper can't. But I don't know if it melts or not. So like if it melts, I guess I'm not eating these. So now I'm going to get 2 cups of oats. It's technically like there's supposed to be a half cup of like rolled oats instead of quick oats as well, like instead of the. And then 1.5 cups of quick oats, but I don't really like rolled oats, so I don't have any of those, and I didn't really want to buy a thing. So all right, we got 2 cups of oats in there. It's a cup of brown sugar. So this is a smaller container, and this is so I can't scoop, unfortunately. So we're gonna use a little thing, the spoon that these things come with. Gonna have to wash my counters after this. I think this is packed brown sugar, or it's supposed to be packed or something. I'm not sure actually. I'm gonna have to buy some more brown sugar after this. Oh, I have made a mess. That's okay. Can you see? Nope, you can't see it. So it doesn't exist. Great. Alright, so we have our cup of brown sugar. And then we just need, oh, I forgot to get out the baking powder. So we have a little bit of baking powder. It says a teaspoon. So that's about that much. And then a pinch of salt to balance out the sweetness. There you go. Alright, and so then it says to mix this with your hands. I don't know why hands specifically. I don't like getting flour on my hands, so I'm going to get a spoon and use that instead, or spatula, depending on what I have. Because I have like these big giant plastic spoons, which aren't like exactly serving spoons. They're not cooking spoons either, or baking spoons, I mean. They're not cooking spoons either. And then I add a bunch of butter, a cup, or a stick and a half specifically, and then that I'm gonna have to mix with my hands because, it's supposed to get like kind of crumbly and, I don't know. So, we have it incorporated. So I'm gonna add the butter and keep using the spoon until it gets crumbly enough that it's not gonna stick to my hands too much. I also don't feel like squeezing butter with my hands. So, yeah, spoon it is to cut the butter, I guess. Use it like a spear. Oh, this is not effective. That is A-okay. I hope. I might have to end up using my hands for this and just dealing with the sensory issues, which is distressing. Okay, well, this is distressing. I'm going to take my watch off and my hairband, and we're going to use our hands, which is highly... I hate this already. Yep, so you just kind of knead the butter in until it's and it did say to use your hands. So, I don't think my butter is quite room temperature because it still feels quite cold. When I grabbed it, it felt room temperature-esque. So, I don't know. I think it might be a little cold, but it's just supposed to be malleable enough to like get the, this isn't a batter and it's not a dough. I guess mixture to like a nice crumbly, but like kind of holds itself together stage. Oh, this is so much fun. I like baking. I do like baking. I like it more when Lee's here, but she's not, unfortunately. I think I've said that 2 or 3 times in this video, but in the 8 minutes I've been recording, I don't think this is going to be a very long video, because after this, we just have to kind of layer most of it into the pan, and then the cherry filling, and I guess it would have been longer if I filmed making the cherry filling, but like, I did that at 2 in the morning, the night before I worked, so I wasn't really thinking about filming at that time. I was thinking about, oh, I want to get this filling done, so after I get off for the week, I can make cherry oat bars at home. I can't tell if it's fully incorporated or not, honestly. It's supposed to be crumbly, but like there's a lot of crumbly bits. I hope it holds together better after it's baked, because one of the things in the recipe is like, oh, you don't have to use a fork for it. Oh, it's kind of holding together a little bit better. There's still a little bit of dry stuff on the bottom, so we're just gonna fold it maybe. It's all crumbly. I'm out of breath. I wonder what my heart rate is. I have discovered that when I'm out of breath, that usually means my heart rate is 110 or to 130, which is interesting to me, at least. All right. I'm gonna put this in the sink real quick. I just got some of the stuff on my hands on the floor. And we're going to put 2/3, I guess, of this, maybe in here. Oh, maybe it's not crumbly enough. Maybe I over kneaded it. It's fine. This is fine. Everything's fine. Maybe I want some more in that corner. I want some more in that corner. Alright, so I kind of have it flattened out in the bottom. So now we're just going to open our cherry mixture, which looks like that. It's basically like cherry jam. We're going to wash our hands real quick, despite the fact that we're going to dirty them. Get a spoon out of the clean silverware drawer, which is why we're washing our hands, so we don't contaminate. And then scoop that out into here, because I don't feel like touching cherry jam. All right, I really hope you did not hear that. That was a loud thump. So, we're going to, I really hope I got that on video. That was very, very solid, which I'm sure is fine. This is so fine. It's very stiff. Granted, I didn't want to admit this, but I did substitute cornstarch for flour because I don't have any cornstarch and I didn't know where to find it in the store. And I went to the baking aisle, but I'm pretty blind. So, yeah, this is a very thick cherry mixture, which is unfortunate. And then the rest goes on top, and we just hope and pray there's enough to cover it. I think it'll spread out as it cooks, maybe, because of the baking powder. I mean, not really sure. Alright, so now this is going to go into the oven for an undetermined amount of time because I forgot to check that. And we will come back when it's done. Into the prison it goes. Alright, so I have the finished product here. It kind of turned into a crumble. So I don't know if I didn't bake it long enough or, but it tastes good. It's not my favorite thing that I've made. I mean, the cherry jam or whatever is sweet. Tastes like cherries and oats, and I'll eat it for breakfast. But, yeah, otherwise it's cherry oat bar. I forget what else I'm supposed to say. So, I guess I'll just see you guys next time.